this looks ridiculous. But this snap can stop you from talking yourself out of something you already decided to do. Because most of the time, the problem isn't making the decision. It's what happens a few seconds later. You decide to start working, go to the gym, put your phone down. Then the negotiation begins. Maybe in 10 minutes. I'm tired. I'll start properly tomorrow. And suddenly, a decision you already made becomes a decision all over again. The real problem is not that you keep making bad decisions. It's that you keep reopening good ones. You already decided to work. You already decided to train. You already decided to stop scrolling. But then you wait. And the longer you wait, the more chances your brain gets to reconsider. Now the task feels harder. The couch feels better. Your phone feels more interesting. And suddenly the decision is back on the table. That is renegotiation. You are not choosing for the first time. You are giving yourself another chance to choose the easier option. And if you keep doing that, the pattern becomes familiar. Decision, delay, negotiation, avoidance. So the problem is not always that you lack discipline. Sometimes you are just making the same decision too many times. Once you reopen the decision, your attention shifts. You stop thinking about why you chose the task, and you start thinking about how uncomfortable it feels right now. That matters, because discomfort is immediate. The benefit of the workout, the project, or the hard conversation is usually somewhere in the future, but the relief from avoiding it is available now. So the longer you sit there thinking, the easier it becomes to build a case for delay. You notice that you're tired. You remember there's still time tomorrow. You convince yourself that starting later will somehow be better. The task has not changed, but your focus has. You are no longer deciding between progress and avoidance. You are deciding between discomfort now and relief now. And relief usually makes the stronger argument in that moment. That is why trying to win the debate can be a bad strategy. The longer the debate continues, the more material avoidance gets to use. This is where the rubber band comes in. Not because pain makes you disciplined, and not because snapping it somehow rewires your brain. Its job is much simpler. It gives you a clear signal that the negotiation has started. The moment you catch yourself thinking, maybe later, I'll do it tomorrow, I just need a few more minutes, you snap the band. Then move. Stand up, open the document, put your shoes on, take the first physical step before the argument keeps going. The snap is not the solution. It is the interruption. It breaks the pattern long enough for you to move before the excuses start again. And the more often you interrupt that pattern, the less time you spend trying to convince yourself. You stop treating every uncomfortable moment like a new decision. The rubber band is only useful because it helps you practice something bigger. Acting before the negotiation grows. At first, you may need the snap to notice the moment, but eventually you start recognizing the pattern earlier. The hesitation, the excuse, the urge to delay something you already decided to do, and instead of debating with it, you move. That is what you are really training. Not perfect discipline, not blind obedience to every plan, just a shorter gap between deciding and beginning. Because the longer that gap stays open, the easier it is to reopen the decision. So when the choice has already been made, stop making it again. Don't make the same decision twice.